Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We recite today a composition of the fourth Nanak, Guru Ram Das, in the rag Bairadi. So it is a continuation of sabads within the same rag. And as we have done in the previous sabad so far, the rahau is at the very top of the sabad and the recitation of the rahau. Bairadi Mahalla Chautha, Jap man Raam Naam Nistar, Kot Kotantar ke paap sabbe khove, Har pav jal par utara, Rahau. Jap man. So here, jap is being used as an imperative. It has that sihari. It is a summons. It is an imperative, and man is in the vocative case. So that's the entire register of the sabad. So you see how critical it is sometimes to see how the word is used and constructed. So here, japa man is an exhortation, a summons to the mind. It is saying, japa man Raam Naam, perform jap. That is to say, recite, reflect, contemplate, realize, and internalize Raam Naam. This is what the mind is being asked to do. So what is Raam Naam that we are being asked to do? It actually defies translation. Naam. My personal preference has been to describe Naam as wisdom, but I'm acutely aware that the word as used in Gurmat bears a heavier weight than what wisdom alone can convey. It is not simply cognitive knowledge, but also the living, vibrating presence, identity of that all-pervasive presence that Bani calls Ram. That is being invoked. That is what we are being asked to internalize, meaning come to some resonance with. And that is what will transform us. So the problem is, some translators will just leave Naam as the name, precisely because no English word will hold both the ontological and devotional charge of the term. Wisdom that I use tends to lean more towards knowledge. Name leans towards devotion, but Gurbani holds them both. Perhaps a more appropriate label would be wisdom of the name. So the mind is being asked to do jap, to recite, to reflect, to contemplate, and ultimately to internalize the wisdom of the name. How do you internalize the wisdom of the name? Through cultivation of its qualities. The virtue that wisdom expands on or expounds, because wisdom is really a conglomeration of virtues. So that is what the mind is being asked to do. And if it does do that, the last word here in this first line is nistara. Jap man Raam Naam nistara. So this is best read as a noun in apposition. What it is saying is, this is your deliverance. This is the ferrying across. O mind, recite the name of Ram, the wisdom. It is deliverance. That is where your deliverance is, your release is. And then the second line expands on the first. It says, Kot Kotantar. कोट कुटंतर के पाप सब खोवें. Now, quote Kutantar literally compounds crore, which is 10 million, with quote antar, within, within crores. So it is symbolizing an indefinite multiplication, and it is often used in Gurbani to denote accumulations across a long period of time. There is an eschatological flavor to this. Kove, you will lose all of the errors that have come about through this misperception. Har pavajal par utara. It will ferry you across, this wisdom will ferry you across the terrifying ocean of the world. The world is considered a terrifying ocean. This is an image of the world, of existence, that is shared across a wider devotional world. It is the world that the gurus were in conversation with, which is why they use that language. Guru Nanak in the Siddh Gosht says, Pavjal bikhamad ramano na kandi na par. The world ocean is treacherous and terrifying. Neither shore nor far bank can be seen. So the Guru is assuring us here. Compressing it 2 lines, the entire economy of salvation, that is to say, accumulated guilt, kot kutantar ke paap, sab khove, it's instantaneous cleansing and transportation to the other shore, par utara. So you see, the agency of liberation is not a ritual. It is the mind that is being asked to do that one thing. So Rahau here is more an invitation, almost an urgency. The mind is the one that is being spoken to. Naam is the instruction. So the next verse, Kaya nagar basat har swami, har nirbhav nirvair nirankara, har nikat basat kach nadar nayave, har labdha gur vichara. Nagar, city, it means a settled polity, and it has an implicit structure of subjects and a sovereign. So the image that is being summoned for us is of a place that is inhabited. Nagar, Kaya, the body is a Nagar, and there is a resident master, the Swami. Kaya Nagar Basati Har Swami. The Har Swami is the sovereign within the city of this body, within this polity. So, and it has 3 attributes. This Har, Nirbhav, Nirvair, Nirankara. So the sovereign within has these 3 attributes. Now these 3 are almost verbatim citations of the Mool Mantra that opens the Guru Granth Sahib. Guru Ram Das has embedded them here. So what he's doing is he's binding the Har, who dwells in the body, who is the sovereign within, the Swami. He is binding the Har to the one described at the very threshold of the Guru Granth. The cosmic reality of Ikonkar, the opening invocation, is in fact the same reality that inhabits this body. So there is no transcendent God out there, no separate immanent presence. There is one Har, described identically, and it is here. And yet this Har, Nikat basat kach nadar na aave. It is within, but you can't see it. Nadar is not ordinary sight in some senses, but it is. It is anachronistic here. You can't see the har with the naked eye, but you can't also apprehend it without Naam. It is not hidden by nature. It is the ordinary outward turned nazar, which is untrained by the Guru, that fails to register the har. And then the Guru reminds us, har labda gur vichara. This har is loaded, literally loaded. Labda is also to find. So there is double nuance. It's loaded and it is found through gur vichara. Har labda gur vichara. Har nikata basata. It is indwelling. Kach nadar na ave. You cannot see it. Har labda. It is loaded on. It is found through Guru Vichara. Through the Guru. Through the teaching of the Guru. That is how it is found. And then, in the last concluding verse, har ape saho saraf ratan hira har aap kiya pasara nanak jis kripa kare so har naam vihajye so saho sacha vadanjara. The har is the banker, it is the appraiser, and it is the jewel, all in itself. It is the one that has laid out the entire cosmic expanse. Har aap kiya pasara. And then, O Nanak, whoever is so graced, jis kripa kare. What does that person do? Trades in the merchandise of that wisdom. Har naam vihajye. Trading. That one is the true banker. So, har ape saha saraf ratan hira. Ape. This is that intensification that is being repeated that we saw in the previous sabad. And this is the close of the sabad. And we see that Guru Ram Das has used mercantile vocabulary, the vocabulary of merchants, which was the daily speech of the Khatri, the Lana and Aurora traders of the 16th century Punjab. This was Guru Nanak's own milieu and the social base of much of the early Sikh community. And it has been used and turned into doctrine. So trade is not simply a metaphor here. The Guru's audience then already is thinking about value, risk, capital, gain, authenticity, and so on. So the Guru is meeting them on their own ground. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.